Fly Global, live to your living room right here now with my captain, Captain Younes from Syria. Salam alaikum, كيف حالك حبيبتي?
Alaikum salam, how are you, Captain? Good evening for everybody, and I am more than happy to be with Captain Mora tonight.
والله الحمد لله. Saudi Arabia, salam alaikum, كيف حالك? Alhamdulillah. Please let them know, Women Fly Global, when you flip the page, men flies too. And here Captain Younes, who just came out from a war zone, but exactly a very, very qualified flight instructor who just get qualified at Manila Air Club Flying Academy. Captain Younes, tell your story and your experience to the whole world that are listening today.
Like I am commercial pilot and instrument multi-engine. I Googled by internet to Manila Air Club Academy, and somebody advised me to fly with you as a woman and to get from your experience.
I would like to ask you some question. Have you ever feel, or did you trust me from the very beginning when we were flying during New Year's Eve? And New Year's, Christmas, we were working together. Yeah. Up to now, we are working together. I've heard that I was interviewing Ma'am Brita and Ma'am Camilla 10 years ago. Nobody trusted them how to fly. And how do you feel about it when we started flying together? Have you ever feel threatened by me as a woman pilot?
Yeah, why not? I trust you from the first moment, but because you have experience, and I think no difference between men and woman. Just if you know the procedure, that's it. You don't know to be shy, or I don't have to untrust you.
That's an honest answer, Captain Younes. How is it in your country? Back in Syria, which is as of today, there's a lot of problems. How did you decide to come out from that cage and to be able to fly at Manila Air Club Flying Academy? From the website, you've seen us, and right now you're here with us today as a family member of Mora Air and the Manila Air Club Flying Academy and the men's flies too at Women Fly Global.
Yeah, thank you. I'm planning to be here with you a long time. I'm planning to be with you as an instructor and air taxi with you. Like I read it, there are 7,100 islands at Philippines.
Did you count when it's not low tide? We have more islands when it's not low tide. Yeah. So you have to know that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I want to discover it with you.
Can you invite, please, people from the Middle East in your Arabic language? How is your experience at Manila Air Club Flying Academy?
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I flew at Middle East and USA, and first time I flew at Far East. Believe me, we will have more experience here because the weather is very tough, and we know how to fly. It's not easy to fly here, but it's not impossible. I believe, and everybody I fly at Middle East and here. It's big difference between Middle East and Far East. You fly over the cloud, over the mountain, and with windy day.
Upon our takeoff in Boracay, let our televiewer knows, how was that in your experience in the Middle East, Canada, and United States? I was looking at you, and you felt like it must have been a suicide flying, because what was the difference of the flying? Because of the weather, because of the airplanes, or because of what, Captain Younes?
I never forgot this takeoff. It was windy. It was, Boracay Airport, behind the Boracay Airport mountain.
It's a mountainous area.
And we can't fly into the wind. We have to take off runway 24. And I feel from the controller he want to stop us, do not to fly. He asked the pilot 3 times. The wind today is, I remember this wind today, 060 and 22 knots, gusty 25.
And okay, and how can you explain that as a pilot, as a confident pilot? How do you compare the weather condition in Syria or in the Middle East, for example?
Here, we never fly like this weather, to be honest with you.
You have never flown over the sky like what we did a couple of days ago?
No. I never. I never flew, and even experienced pilot knows the limitation first. But I tried it with you. It was amazing takeoff.
Thank you very much, Captain Younes. Women Fly Global will be right back to more interesting pilots on board. Women Fly Global, back to you right here at Manila Air Club Flying Academy. Goedenavond. We're here right here with our captain on board from the Netherlands. Goedenavond, Captain Jeroen.
Ja, goedenavond. Very nice to be here.
Dankjewel.
Ja, graag gedaan.
Oh, okay. That's the only Dutch I know. But can you please let the world know at Women Fly Global that you're here, and how did you get into Manila Air Club Flying Academy?
I started here like 3 months ago. I had just graduated as a flying instructor, and this is my first job in aviation.
So far, how do you feel being at Manila Air Club Flying Academy, since you are at the Women Fly Global, and when you flip the page, the men's flies too? How is it as your experience flying with a woman pilot like your co-host today?
Okay, I like working here. It's a very warm atmosphere. It's like a family, and I've seen it different in other flying schools, and I'm just very happy to be here.
I just want to know, have you ever been to any other flying school since before you came over to our academy?
Yeah, I did my training in different countries and different flying schools, and
you can always tell the difference.
Yeah.
So the good attitude is the good atmosphere with the people you work with.
That's very important. That might be one of the most important things, that you can trust the people that you're working with, and that safety is a very serious aspect of the business.
So you're also a kind of a pilot that has no problem with a woman pilot like us?
No, not at all.
All right, you are from the Netherlands, of course. And tell me about the Netherlands flying system. How can you compare the flying system in the Netherlands compared to the Philippines? Can all the Netherlands pilots or Dutch pilots can come over to the Philippines and fly to our own aerospace? Can you explain this? Women Fly Global, here Captain Jeroen.
Yeah, well, I think you have to convert your license. Like, I haven't flown in Holland myself, so I don't know how that would work. But I imagine that with a Dutch license, you can come here and get a conversion and fly in the aerospace here. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so that's very easy. So I think it's kind of universal law that if you started flying from another country, we can convert here at Manila Air Club Flying Academy. Am I right?
Yeah, and also if you have certain amount of hours in the other country, those hours are valid all over the world. So like if you would have flown 10 hours in Australia and you want to continue in the Philippines, that's a possibility.
All right, that's good to know. And Women Fly Global should really the world knows about how is it the process, because there are a lot of inquiries at manilaairclub.com that how are they going to convert their license once they fly in France, once they fly in Sweden, once they fly in anywhere in any other part of the world. As a Dutch national, have you ever had a problem converting your license when you get here?
It took some time, but other than that, it was okay. Like different countries have different procedures of like converting licenses. Like one of the easiest countries is the USA. Yeah, so it's I did my private pilot's license in Fiji, which I converted then to a private pilot license here in the Philippines, and that's yeah, well, they had to verify all the hours. So when you fly your hours, you have to make sure you keep all your payment slips, and because they want
that
to
was
see
easy.
everything.
So that was easy. To make the story short, you had your license converted, and that's why you're here with us at Manila Air
right.
Club Flying Academy. Yeah. Okay, Women Fly Global, Captain Jeroen here with us, and we'll have more interesting pilots that are going to be on board. We'll be right back. But a little while ago, Captain Lloyd Mara is one of our artist pilots. I would like to let the world know that Manila Air Club Flying Academy don't just fly, but also sing and dance. Here, Captain Jeroen is going to bring you live his own instruments and can play your own music. Can I request that on board, Captain Jeroen?
I've effortlessly. Life can change in a single day. It's when you came my way, you saved me. Saved me from a loveless life, you saved me. Give me reason to survive, you saved me. Like I save you, yeah, save you from the monsters under your bed. I'll save you from the spiders in your head. I'll save you like you save me. I find my home in you. That's all I need. Sense of belonging to you, mean to me. You save me. Save me from the endless life. You save me. Darling, you make my life so bright. You save me. Like I save you, yeah, save you. Save you from your sleepless nights. I'll save you. Save you from the pain inside. I'll save you. Like you save me.
That was a wonderful and beautiful song that you give to Manila Aero Club Flying Academy, Captain Jeroen.
Thank you.
It was an amazing one. I've experienced, we had this also singing interview with Jojo A about a week ago. One thing I've noticed is most of our pilots here at Women Fly Global and Manila Aero Club Flying Academy has a lot of good talent. Someone can sing, can dance, and
Yeah, many of them, like they all
and
got
you
something.
also
They all come from somewhere.
you also an instructor of a diving instructor,
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
right.
not mistaken.
Scuba diving the weekends.
On the
Tangas,
weekends.
Anilao, take backpackers there. We camp on the beach.
So how do you spend all this time, and how can you motivate all of our pilots to come over to Manila Air Club Flying Academy and learn how to play guitar at the same time, and at the same time learn how to scuba dive and fly on weekend?
Well, it wouldn't be possible to do it all at exactly the same time.